How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Silica update video. So, a new update just landed 13th of March 2024. This is going to be update 0.8.32, I believe? It doesn't actually say it here, but I'm pretty sure it's 0.8.32. That is the old update. Hold up. Where's that? Hold on. There it is. Yeah, 0.8.32. I don't know why it loaded up the old page. It was a bit strange. But anyway, yeah, 0.8.32, guys. We've got quite a few changes, including changes to the Impaler. An addition of a new vehicle for the human side, and a bunch of balancing changes, as well as a few patches and a few bug fixes. So, as we do normally with these patch videos, we're going to be exploring each of the individual patch points as well. For example, we'll go into the game and have a look at the new Impaler. It isn't called the Impaler anymore, but just to keep things simple for now, we'll continue to say that. Also, the addition of the Flak car, and yeah, well, you'll see. We'll get into it. Anyway, without further ado, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button. I will be live with Silica again at the weekend on Sunday at 7 PM at UK Standard Time. Jump on in, play a few games, have some fun. If you want to watch some Helldivers, followed by a little bit of Silica tonight, I will be live at 7 PM tonight also. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Dear Silica community, as you can see, Dram is delivering on the promises he's made. When he released the roadmap, and another update is here. It mainly focuses on balance in various units, attributes, but also introduces a new vehicle and visual effects. See the full changelog. Additionally, Silica will be part of the spring sale starting tomorrow with a 20% discount. So if you want to pick up Silica and you don't own it yet, tomorrow you can get it for 20% off. There you go. As usual, please let us know what you think on our social medias or Discord. If you enjoy our game, consider giving us a review. We will look forward to seeing you on Bolterus. So, that being said, let's have a look at the changelog. Added amplification of hit sounds for small arms when hitting an enemy. Okay. Just realize what that's going to be. So that's going to be kind of like a, not so much like a hit marker, but a sound. Interesting. We'll have to investigate that. Flak truck vehicle. Flak truck to the light vehicle factory. So we'll get and have a look at the flak truck. I'm actually quite excited for this because it's going to help, especially against alien, but it also helps against human vehicles as well, aerial vehicles. Fixed. Tech glitch could occur when the client request had a problem on the server side, but it still informed client that it started. So this is prevalent with dedicated servers. It happens pretty much every time I go live. Basically, the commanders are upgrading the tech facility, and it's almost like the server doesn't realize what's happening, and it just doesn't do it. So it turns into a tech bug because the player, or the commander, says, I want to go to Tech 2. It tells the server, I'm going to Tech 2, I paid for it. And then the server is meant to do a handshake and then allow the upgrade to follow through. However, the server doesn't follow through with it. So the client still thinks you're at Tech 2 after you've upgraded, but the server still thinks you're at Tech 1 and vice versa. So, fixed Hivespire construction site had components it was not meant to, causing a plethora of issues. Right, okay. That's new to me. I didn't actually know, so that's interesting. Alien chat window not showing messages. Ambient life ignores air units and they cannot be attacked. Cool, that's good. So now if like a air unit goes overhead, the ambient life will just ignore it now instead of trying to go for it. Ambient life ignores structures and harvesting units. Okay. So harvesters are going to be less out there to be destroyed, along with shrimp and all sorts. Okay, that's fair. Okay, here we go. Change to dragonfly projectile appearance. We'll have a look at that. Change projectile range from 560 meters to 400 meters. Change the scorpion. Now fires acid ball projectiles. So this is very interesting. I really like this one. The Impaler now fires electric bolts. Now the Impaler has actually been renamed. So we'll see if this is in the patch notes. If not, you'll see what the name is in game. Changed. Rail tank cost from 2,800 to 4,000, so a nice hefty increase. But that tank is literally meta endgame tank scenario. So I kind of know why it's been upscaled to 4,000. Goliath health from 30,000 to 40,000. The Goliath's a little bit just too squishy for what he's meant to be doing. He's a big roly-poly tank boy, so having more health definitely helps. Colossus projectile range from 500 meters to 700 meters. Now, most of these changes actually assisted Dramon, but the Colossus I kind of felt just lost his usefulness when he had 500 meter range, but I can understand why the range was so low. The Colossus kind of acts like a Kirov from Command & Conquer Red Alert, where if it gets to you, it can annihilate you. However, your job is to stop it before it gets to you, right? However, it was just too slow, and yeah, its shot was just too close range. So increased by 200 meters, which is good, and the speed's also been increased to 12 meters a second instead of 8 meters a second. So the Colossus should be a nice contendable unit once again. Changed the Impaler projectile from 1,400 meters to 600 meters. That's because it's gone to electric now. Changed Impaler projectile flight again because it's a totally different one. There we go. The Impaler's now been renamed to the Shocker. So we've got the Shocker instead of the Impaler. Changed Defiler projectile range from 800 meters to 600 meters. Now that's good because the Defiler could just reach everything with its auto-locking bugs. Now it's going to be within range of a fighter, I believe, which we'll see in a minute. Which means I believe the fighter can shoot outside its range technically. Yeah, it can. So it's a bit different. Right. Rail tank projectile range from 22,500 meters to 3,000 meters. So Dram already said that was a bit excessive. There's no map in his current game that actually is that large. So reducing the rounds down to 3,000 meters as well. It could basically shoot from one side of Rift Basin to the other. So yeah. Railgun tank projectile damage from 16,000 to 12,000, so little nerf to the rail tank projectile. Not too much of a heavy nerf. It can still one-shot most vehicles, but it just allows other vehicles like the hover tank to withstand and hold up against the rail tank in certain scenarios. Same goes for like the Goliath and such. Fire rocket range from 15,000 meters. 15,000, Jesus, 1,500 meters to 750 meters. So the range has been reduced. Gunship rocket range from 1,500 meters to 1,000 meters. Now, the reason why this is not as nerfed as heavy as this is because these are lock-on, these are free fire, and they spread as well. AA turret rocket range from 1,500 to 1,000 meters. So you can see here the AA turret rocket range is actually larger than the fighter rocket range. So the AA turret will always be able to hit the fighter before the fighter can shoot a rocket off. So AA, getting a nice buff there. Because in the end it is anti-air, right? It is meant to counter these two vessels. Right. Heavy armored car projectile range from 6,000 meters to 2,000 meters. Hover tank projectiles range from 7,500 meters to 2,500 meters. Light armored car projectile range from 5,000 meters to 2,500 meters. Heavy turret accuracy increase, medium turret accuracy increase. So there we go. So the turrets used to like miss pretty often. So now they're a bit more accurate. So you can actually start using turrets again, which is great. So that is the update patch notes. Without further ado, you know what happens now. We go straight into Silica and then we have a look at some of the changes and have a look at some of the new additions. So that being said, let's get into it. Right, so we're not going through the whole patch note system because most of them is just back-end changes and balancing. What we are going to have a look at that though is the just the additions and some of the other changes like the speed of the Colossus and such. We'll have a look at as well. So we're going to be doing the Great Erg. So we're going to jump over to the Great Erg because it's a nice, large, and bright map. Right. So activate cheats. Let's go find somewhere nice and flat to start with. There's me talking about flat stuff, and we're literally in sand dunes. Here we go. This is probably going to be the best place to stay. Yeah, we'll go here. We'll go here. So we're going to turn on the HUD, and then we're going to go over to our aliens, and we're just going to plonk down the Scorpion, and we're also going to plonk down the Shocker. We're also going to plonk down the Colossus, and we're going to plonk down the Filer. And then what we can do is just implement over this side our view and our range of the alien stuff. We're going to put down 2 rail tanks for practicing when it comes to them shooting each other eventually. And oh wait, the flat car. Totally forgot about the flat car. Right, we'll get the flat car on as well. So the flat truck. This is the flat truck there. And then what I'll do though, when it comes to utilizing the flat truck, I will spawn in air units for it to shoot at. So let's first have a look at these 2 juicy additions. I know the Dragonfly also is another, so we'll bring in the Dragonfly as well. So first of all, let's have a look at the Scorpion. So the Scorpion used to fire like a tooth, I suppose, like teeth. Instead, it fires like these acid balls. Now, the good thing about these acid balls, yes, they didn't go very far, but they're like artillery. So they're able to shoot up and rain down, basically. So we have a look, and you can currently see there, they are coming down. So, for example, if I wanted to, say, see if I can hit these rail tanks, it doesn't matter if I damage them. Very close to be able to hit that guy with that rail tank from that range. There we go. We're pretty much not... I know we're just a bit behind, but if I can avoid damaging a tank... I did just damage a tank, but it's fine. It's okay. It's only a little bit of damage. But you can see there, like, the splash damage against those vehicles. They're quite hefty. I'm going to just turn AI off. Because I'm actually going to show you how much damage this can do to certain vehicles. We'll spawn in, like, light vehicles, and we'll spawn in a tank. And then what we'll do then is spawn in the rail tank and also the big siege. I mean, that doesn't really matter, but whatever. Okay. So, relax, tank. Anyway. Quad, pretty quickly dead. Armored car, light armored car, pretty much dead. Hover tank, which is like the direct counter to the old Scorpion. Look at the damage instead. The Scorpion will mess up the hover tank now. It never used to be that way. It used to be the hover tank would be the direct counter to the Scorpion. Now it's changed. To be honest, I do believe the... especially with being able to arc over hills and stuff, I firmly believe the Scorpion may actually be the direct counter now to the hover tank. And as you can see, it does a hefty amount of damage also to the rail tank. So the the Scorpion is a very, very usable unit now, and I can't wait to start using it again because I have missed playing with the Scorpion ever since it kind of took a back foot due to the air unit release. So it's nice to see. And like versus the siege tank, you can see it can't do too much damage, but you know it still does a hefty amount, right? It still does a hefty amount. So that is the Scorpion, the changes to the Scorpion. Yeah, guys, have a play with it if you like it. Let's have a look at the Dragonfly quickly. Okay, so roughly the same. However, you can see kind of like tracers to his rounds, which are quite cool. They're very slow, and you can see they're bouncing off armor and stuff, which looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. I do like the look of this. I'm going to slow down time a minute. Let's have a look at the actual look at the round. I'm going to have to take control again, yeah. So still teeth, and you can see the bouncing off the armor of the siege tank there, but that is the change to the Dragonfly. So the main projectile's been changed. A little bit different. Right, anyway. That being said, let's jump over now to the shocker. So everything remains the same, really. Like, with its main attack and such, except for it doesn't fire anything like that anymore. It fires lightning bolts. So, the good thing about the shocker is it's mainly focused as anti-vehicle. To a very, very nice extent. Have a look at the siege tank's damage. As I'm shocking it. Vehicles are weak to lightning damage. Or weak to electricity. So the shocker is at home here when it comes to dealing damage to tanks. Just to put that into aspect, let's bring in a hover tank. And we'll have a look, see what it can do to this hover tank. I mean, this is a unit that is very early game as well. So you get this quite early on. I mean, you get a few at the start. And then you'll get more as time goes on. Imagine having like 10 of these going up against tanks. See how much damage I'm doing to the hover tank as this alien. So, yeah. That is the shocker. And, yeah, guys, have fun with him. I'm going to enjoy playing him. The good old shocker boy. So, the filer. Changes to the range of his bugs. There's not much more I can show you about it, really. It's just a decrease in his maximum range. There you go, I believe I'm out of range now. Pretty sure that's out of range. But shots will start to hit still, because they will start landing at the site. No, I'm actually still within range. Oh, wrong unit. There you go, I'm out of range now. So it was here. I thought I was almost out of range, but there you go. That's the maximum range of the Defiler. He's got to close the distance a lot more now. You can still free fire, and most of them should hit on it. Never mind, the flies disappeared. Right, that is now the Colossus. So the Colossus had a nice little speed buff, as well as a range increase to his main armament. The nice old eyeball sonic shot, whatever it's called. Moves a bit faster. You can kind of tell. Used to be quite a slow boy. Now it's a bit quicker, so he's able to get around a lot nicer. And he should be able to reach enemy forces quite quickly as well. Now, like I said, the only change to his shot is his range. There's not much more I can say after that. And there you go. Boom. So yeah, try and use Colossus. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, if the Colossus still needs any more buffs, or do you think it's a bit too powerful now, or if it's okay. So, rail tank. Hello, sir. So, just to put this into perspective, a rail tank would normally one-shot a hover tank if you hit it in its armor, right? Not hitting the weak point, but hitting the armor. This is where it's going to one-shot it now. No, it doesn't. There we go. So, you can currently see here that the hover tanks, they will withstand at least one rail tank round before it can get blown up. That is pretty much it for the rail tank. The life of the round only goes so far now. Health has been the same. Health's the same. Sorry. The price of it's been increased. So, yeah. And I know there's talk about increasing the size of the rail tank and putting it into the ultra heavy factory. We'll see if that becomes a thing. I'm not entirely sure it will be, but we'll see. So, we will now spawn in a chunky amount of that is not what I wanted to spawn in. Anyway, a chunky amount of dragonfly and wasp. There we go. So, you can see there's a lot of enemies there. I'm not even going to go after the firebugs because it'll take a while to kill them. But this is the Flak car, or the Flak truck. It is on the body of a light armored car. Did I say light armored car? It is a light armored car, yeah. On the body of one. And it's just got some flak cannons on the side of radar on the top, and in the middle you can currently see there's some sensors. So you currently see there's a lot of wasp up there. We're gonna boom one out of the sky. Look at that. Now, if you guys are worrying if this unit's going to be like OP at going up against ground, it's not very good against ground at all. So the Flak's trained to explode whilst in the proximity spot. Oh my god, I can't speak. The proximity of an air unit. So if you launch it at ground units, it would only explode on impact. So the Flak car, as well as it's going to be a very, very, very good anti-air, will still suffer against ground, regardless. You can still fight anything on the ground, but you kind of want to like disregard all ground engagements. You can see how inaccurate it is as well. Like trying to hit that rail tank, I don't think I even hit it once. So you'd have to like close the distance like this, right, to deal damage. But if you're at that distance with the rail tank, you're probably as good as dead. So, that being said, that is pretty much all I can show you. Everything else is just done via balance. And I suppose I can show you the turrets. I'll show you the turrets. Tell you what, we'll turn the AI back on for this. As soon as I do that, everything's going to go nuts. You ready? There you go. All the firebugs are going straight for that flak truck. The tanks as well, shooting off there. Yeah, we'll leave them go. We'll move over here, and we'll have a look at those turrets. Actually, no, we're going to go over here because there's a lot of enemies, and I don't want to set them off and get my stuff blown up. So, let's have a look at the turret and the heavy turret. And let's see how more accurate they are. Let's spawn in a bunch of crabs. Pop it there. I'm pretty sure. Are they going to go? Oh, wait. The turrets are under alien forces. That's my bad. Never mind. God, that's messed me up now. Gonna spawn in some soul crabs. Gotta wait for these crabs to fight out. I'm pretty sure the soul crabs will win eventually, if they haven't already won. Okay. Oh yeah, a lot more accurate. Normally you would be able to walk up to a turret and it would just miss you. See, the heavy turret's actually destroying crabs. Now they're at that immediate range. I mean, yeah. The turrets are good as dead. If you close the distance like that in melee range, then you deserve the kill on the turret. So, yeah. Wow. I know it's been a bit of a... I would say it's a bit of a short one, but it's over 10 minutes long. It is a bit of a short one in regards to showing you stuff, guys. But literally everything in this at the moment is balancing-wise. The only additions I've showed you today are literally the change to the Impaler, the addition of the Flak truck, and the changes to the speed of the Colossus, the Filer's range, and the rail tank health plus damage. So, without further ado, guys, I will see you in the next video, and I will see you in the live stream. Yeah, peace.